Hello and welcome to Talking Tips. My name is Dennis Wilborn and I want to tell you a tale about a young man named John. Well, we'll call him John. Now, John was getting ready to attend the most significant interview of his life. Although he was a diligent worker and qualified for the position, he was aware that he would need to stand out in order to get hired. These days, I run into a lot of people who are trying to find a job or get a new job or start a new career. Many of the people that I speak with are competing for jobs with large numbers of other applicants, and they're trying hard to find a method to stand out from the crowd. So, let John's tale serve as inspiration and motivation for you on your career quest. Be sure to stick around to the end and catch a bonus tip. John prepared for the interview and practiced his interview techniques because he was determined to knock it out of the park. By the way, knock it out of the park refers to a job well done. He understood that proving to the interview that he was prepared to hit the ground running was the key to standing out. He also understood the need of selling himself and emphasizing his skills and advantages. By the way, hit the ground running refers to getting right into something and giving it your all. Now, when the interview day finally arrived, John was feeling pretty good about himself. He was dressed to impress, and he arrived early. When the interviewer questioned John about his prior experience, John displayed his initiative by using verbs like demonstrated, communicated, analyzed, and executed. He also sounded more formal by using words like in terms of, in light of, and with regard to. The interviewer questioned John about a time when he had to make a quick decision as the conversation went on. John recalled an earlier position where he had to quickly devise a solution to a problem. He showed his ability to plan strategically by using words like as far as, or in the long run, and on the whole. The interviewer was impressed. John was aware that he needed to make a good impression before the interview concluded. He recalled having an ace up his sleeve. Side note, an ace up one's sleeve refers to a secret benefit or resource. He had read in an article about the company, and he knew that they were looking for someone who could help them increase their efficiency. John described how he did this at his prior work and how he could do it for this business. John's credentials, his competence, and the value he might add to the business impressed the interviewer so much, and he was aware that John was a dynamic, creative, and effective candidate who could aid in the expansion of the business. John left feeling good that he had got his foot in the door after the interview. Another side note, getting a foot in the door means taking the first step toward a goal by entering a company or a career, etc. John received a call a few days later, letting him know that he'd been hired. He was aware that the interviewer had been pleased by his ability to stand out, his perseverance, and his intelligence. He was appreciative of the idioms, terminology, and phrases he had learned, as well as the practice he had done. So, my friends, keep John's tale in mind as you prepare for interviews and use the idioms, terminology, and phrases that I've taught you today, as well as any others you may find. With the correct tools, you can land your ideal career because practice makes perfect. And here's a bonus tip to remember. A job interview is not about begging someone to give you something. It's about you exchanging the value that you bring to a company for the value that they're willing to pay you for your services. So treat it like a negotiation. When you go into an interview, walk in with confidence and have a conversation with the interviewer rather than just a Q&A session. If you found these tips to be useful, be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and don't forget to share with anyone else who's looking for work. And if you're looking for someone to practice these tips with, book a one-on-one class with me at Amazing Talker using the link in the description. Be sure to come back next time for tips on how to give an interview. Thanks a lot for watching Talking Tips. I'm Dennis Wilborn, and I'll see you next time.